Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. And in the last episode, Sherlock found a disguise to sneak into the Ivory Baths construction site. And after speaking with Theodore Gilden's partner, Arthur Swift, we were able to do a little bit of archaeology because we're trying to discover the tomb of one Vitus Lamonius, who was a Roman legate. And we were able to discover where some statues were located. And now we need to find where the actual tomb is. And I'm pretty sure it's down there on the beach because we've explored this entire area and there was nothing going on over here other than a bottle with a potential message in it that we couldn't touch. So, let's see. Let's head down here and... Oh! Look at that. Got some footprints. And a mound. That's always a good sign when you're looking for a tomb. Cinema scene.
Here is your discovery, Mr. Swift. Hey, look at this.
What have you found? Don't let anyone touch anything there. Eureka! I found you, my friend.
Oh, he's excited. Oh, he's not watching his table anymore, is he? Let's go, Sherlock. I know it's going to cause some choppiness, but put some speed into it. Darts. That's what I wanted to see. And you are also missing 2 of them.
A box of darts. Handy against rodents of all kinds.
Or elephants. Speaking of which, the zoological bestseller Tusk and Trunks provides the most rigorous scientific description of the elephant. It is almost encyclopedic in its analysis of the creature's life, both in the wild and captivity. One crucial chapter describes the elephant's mating season, in which they become extremely dangerous. Furthermore, the book features guidance on how to communicate and interact with the big mammal. It's not looking good for Arthur here. Personal diary owned by Arthur Swift. He describes in considerable detail his personal life and research. More importantly, it tells of a dispute between the archaeologist and Theodore Gilden over the dig site. Day 1224. Theodore always uses his wealth to shut down complaints. I'd rather he bought a brain with more gerification, that word, so that he were smart enough to see the bigger picture. Not everything revolves around your darn elephant. I've only a few months before he will commence construction. He even lacks the imagination to build something beautiful. Ivory baths, the mundanity. I must think, lest our invaluable history be buried by the inconsequential.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Whoops.
Trying to take over my research, are you? I come here to pick up my diary, and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir. What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant. The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation? I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you've prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Very well, Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation.
We're losing faction status. Okay.
When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago. We discussed the site. I believe in the tomb and its secrets. Theodore's patience was stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now. along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many.
Were you at the site this morning?
Affirmative. This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two. Weren't you partners, after all?
We were. And it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake me. Will you allow me to return to my research? Or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
Oh, I haven't even started yet.
Yes. All right, let's show all the evidence here.
You have a weakness for nostalgia? Or, rather, do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another person's diary is a sin in every culture that I can think of.
But you aren't answering the question.
You've already read it. Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
But the writer of the text can.
Yeah, I was about to say.
With this book, you attempted to plan an attack on the elephant?
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the beast. My interest in the subject ended there.
All right.
What's with this box of darts? Is it for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe in your sleep.
Let's just say I have to protect myself against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it. Moving on.
As far as I can tell, you're a man of the academic world, so this book about Nabe and Laura is just an empirical study?
What? That nonsense? I'd prefer to lose my eyesight than read such trash.
So, you know nothing about it?
I know nothing. I wish I'd never heard of it in the first place, this caricature of science.
Do I hear traces of envy? You're still relatively young, but you might find your own Laura.
Perhaps I envy Nabe, for I cannot simply blow people up for distracting me. That's all. You happy now? Wonderful.
Okay.
Moving on. I've nothing to add.
Entrance.
What's with this intricate recruitment process?
Right.
British workers charge less?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive environment. It's impossible to do so if there are political differences, especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion you know nothing about.
It's also the fact that all of those artifacts would probably be taken to a British museum far away from Cordona.
I've nothing to add.
Your partner had a very specific attitude towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for him?
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed.
Ooh, that doesn't really speak well for Paul.
Moving on. I'm a busy man.
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on that?
No matter how much Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I'm sure that Goliath did not have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No, animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that it tried to protect itself from captivity, from Theodore. It was a gilded cage that was predestined to break.
He said the name of the case.
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
There are plenty of uses for it on the site, and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for me, Mr. Holmes.
I did notice, though, that he's missing a tool from his jacket. Did you guys see that?
I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man.
Have you seen this person before? The one beside Imogen Gilden?
No, but he's with Imogen, so I suppose that he's a friend of hers. That girl always has her head in the clouds. I could have said Theodore was different, but that wouldn't have been entirely true.
Away with the fairies, was he?
That's one way of putting it. Either way, I don't know much about Imogen's life or her friends. The type of elite that pretends to be educated.
So many things.
Moving on. I've nothing to add.
Did this plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more.
Alright, we got some Mind Palace clues.
Be swift.
Wait, aren't you Swift? Okay, Gilded Cage. Fatal battering. Arthur may have received his injury while falling on Gilden's shed. Cool. Arthur may have been at the crime scene. Arthur Swift may have been at the scene when Theodore Gilden died. His injury matches the damage done to the shed. Paul may have been at the crime scene. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Arthur Swift has dedicated his life to studying the history of humankind. He may not have been willing to see that end. I need to find Goliath. Goliath is dangerous right now, but may prove valuable to the case. I need to lure him out by exploiting his lust. How do we... Okay, the casebook just got updated. Vial with perfume. A perfume vial with a transparent substance inside and an engraved elephant's head on the side. Smells truly terrible. Whatever it is, it's clearly of animal origin. Given Mr. Gilden's eccentricities, I do not know what to expect. The vial contains the sweat of the elephant. It could have been worse. Oh, pheromones. Okay. Let's, do the chemical analysis. 3, -5, and 4. Seems very cut and dry here. There's 3. -5. And 4. And then chemical... How do we link the... X. Link. Can we link these two together? Ooh. Okay, though that was horrible. Oh, there it is. 3, -5, and 4. So you have to be really careful on how you link everything. 3 and 5 went down here. I think that's it. Confirm? Huzzah! I've extracted pheromones from the liquid. Beautiful. The elephant Goliath was present, Goliath was present for Mr. Gilden's death and may hold answers to how it happened. He is presently in heat, which I can take advantage of to lure him out. I have an idea of how to do just that, but I'll need several items. Sturdy gray fabric that can hold gas, an instrument to mimic an elephant's trumpeting call, a strong scent to attract the animal. I've seen fabric for doll making at the dig site. The foghorn from the boat workshop can... Oh! And the perfume. Neat. Well, let's go ahead. I think it was over here, right?
This fabric will work.
Aha! All evidence collected. So is that... Are we done here? Yes, we are. Cool. So we need to head back to the workshop and get the foghorn. I thought that was like a Sinking City reference. I guess it wasn't. Let's leave the dig site, and before we go and do anything else, I also kind of want to run the evidence that we've learned by Paul and Imogen, if they have anything new to add with what we've gathered from Arthur. We are going to go ahead and put our normal clothes back on here. I'm thinking about going to like classic Sherlock here soon. And I think there's a bandit lair we're going to try and take out. Just since we're in the area. Get a little bit of combat in. So I don't think a fighting scene with Goliath would go well. Hello there.
Excuse me, just one question.
Go back to your fancy house.
I will. Here soon. Alright. Activate challenges for a higher reward. Shorter concentration. Oh, this is for arresting everyone. Gotcha. Oh, that's kind of cool.
I'm coming for you. I couldn't miss the party.
Nice punch.
I'm coming.
Hello there.
Obi-Wan.
Take a rest, my friend.
Whew. Yeah, I didn't kill him.
You can overcome the brute now.
Oh, there's a brute? I was not aware there was a brute. Gotcha.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
Okay, where's this brute at? I'm hearing run. Oh, hello. Discombobulate.
Don't cry, you'll live. Give him the pepper snuff.
Whoop. Ow. Pocket sand.
Take a rest.
Ooh,
my
time
friend.
to run. Run. Ow.
I will end you.
Well, they're doing a good job. Let's get our health back up.
Time to knock this guy out.
Ouchies. He's so fast.
You can overcome the brute now.
I gotta pay attention to... Ow. Oh, I'm about to die.
Just die.
No! I got her arrest for good stuff.
No more crime for you until next month.
Oh, well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to.
The snuff's ready.
Well, I tried. Gotcha.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Okay, we're trying.
Time to knock this guy out.
Nice bullet to the foot.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Cures what ails you. Okay, he can just be... Let's go ahead and reload. I'm having some problems with reloading. Causing some issues. Oh, this guy's got freaking leg armor. Can you get out of the way? Ow.
I'm gonna hurt you.
I just kept on shooting the leg armor after it fell off of him.
He's all yours now. Go for it.
Okay. Can we get all of them close to us? We got the pocket sand ready. There we go.
Take a rest, my friend. No more crime for you until next month.
We did it! All arrests. Street sweeper. I'll take it. No health regeneration. Thank you, Moo Cows, for guarding the door for me. Alright, that is now clear. Where to now? I guess yeah, back to the yacht club. Where's the fast travel? Ah. We'll talk to Paul, then we'll go talk to Imogen. And I guess after that, once we have all of the items available, we'll probably need to head back to the woods. Because that's where we saw Goliath kind of saunter off. Need to come back here for the foghorn anyway, so we're killing two birds with one stone. Hopefully Paul has some insight. If he isn't... Okay. I was wondering if we were going to get attacked or something again.
Just be quick.
Okay, Paul doesn't have anything to add. Lovely.
It might fool an elephant.
Mrs. Nini seemed to know her sewing inside out. I bet she missed us.
I hope Miss Nini won't misunderstand me.
Oh, okay. So she's going to be the one to, I guess, sew the canvas into looking like an elephant? That'll definitely be interesting. Okay, all of that was done. Here, we'll head back to Stonewood real quick. I know Imogen probably doesn't have much to say. I'm not sure which of the two seem the most culpable. Both of them have legitimate gripes.
It's chilling to think the monster is free.
And nothing new for Imogen. I was hoping they were going to have some more info or some thoughts on Mr. Swift. Okay, Miss Mimi's was over there, or Nini's was over here near City Hall, right? I'm trying to remember exactly where. You had the police station right here. I think it was behind the police station? This looks familiar. Oh, is that her?
Good day, madam. I've come to you with a special requirement. The tailors on the street can't help me, I'm afraid. Could you make a doll for me?
Oh, Senor Holmes. You taught the police how to do their job, and they found the thief. Of course I will help you. But what sort of doll? A child's doll, such as my great niece might play with?
A little larger than your typical doll.
Signore, I don't understand. Boy, girl, animal, and what color?
Animal, a passionate, perhaps amorous animal.
Ah, Signore, you talk in riddles. I am an old lady who's seen it all. Tell me what you need.
I need a life-size elephant.
I think Mrs. Nini outdid herself with this one. Is that a tail?
That's a trunk, John, but I must agree with you that it's her masterpiece.
Well, let's not waste any time.
I like the scene looked like they were looking inside a trunk. Hunting a Goliath. I was wondering what that running water was. It's like a scene in Pulp Fiction. Casebook. Should use the coal glass shed in Gilden's yard to inflate the lure. Alright. We're having Ned back here anyway. So we're basically making a giant balloon elephant. That's pretty awesome, to tell you the truth.
The game is on.
So, what's the plan? I hope it all doesn't go horribly wrong.
We know that the elephant is seeking a female. We can arrange that. A doll with the appropriate scent might do miracles.
So, you're a marriage broker. Well, I suppose that makes me a groomsman. Oh, she is a bit breezy, I must say.
Well, Goliath is eager for a single female elephant in his area. It should be just enough for his taste. You'll need to trust me.
Are we ready? I can't stand the tension.
We're ready. Let's call the elephant.
Oh my god, really? If you were a chicken, you'd be impeccable.
How could anyone resist? I knew a lady once who said just that. Too bad I'm not an elephant.
Tempting?
Take your time, Sherry.
How about impatient? We've gone around the
That
spectrum.
deserves a slap. And then a kiss.
And here's our lovesick friend.
Oh, it worked. They're not going to shoot him, are they? Oh, look. See, he's not violent. They're just leading him.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you bringing it here? I won't allow you to leave it.
I assure you that it is only a temporary measure. It won't be long until the elephant is gone, I promise you.
Oh, Goliath has been found, and it looks like he's got some battle scars here. Alright guys, well we will go ahead and end it here. When we get back, I guess we'll investigate Goliath and see if he's any worse for wear or what's going to happen from here. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Did not expect that. But if you guys liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.